Joe, you remember back in the 50s and 60s, back in the day back then when they had those boats that they had 2 seats and you sit down, had a windshield, had a regular steering wheel on it?
Oh yeah, sure do.
Way back.
Way back, yeah.
Well, over time we've graduated to different kind of steerings and the stick steering. The stick, a lot of people have a problem with this new stick steering. It's not new, it's been around a while, but some people just cannot function with the stick steering in the way that it was designed to do it. And we're going to explain to you a way around that.
What has happened is the boats are ready for more horsepower, and now we've got boats ready for 70 horsepower with a stick. And unless it's trimmed up right, it's a mighty hard to turn.
Right.
I've been looking for years to come up with something, and the hydraulic system is the way to go. Because really, you can steer it with 2 fingers.
So now with the stick steering, you got that magic speed somewhere in there, where it becomes like a baby.
It does. Well, it does if you trim it up. But sometimes, if you fish places like creeks, it's real crooked. You can't get up a lot of speed. You can't trim the boat up like you should.
Right.
And they're just very hard to steer.
Sure.
And it just gives you out trying to steer the things, and sometimes you have a malfunction in that direction. So with this hydraulic system, it's easy to steer no matter what speed or what angle your boat's in the water.
Well, if you're like on Lake Seminole or Lake Eufaula or somewhere like that, where you can just get on down the road, then that's when the stick steering works best. When you got the power to be able to put the metal to the pedal on that thing. But like he says, when you're going up and down a creek, it's like this. Searcy Creek is one, and Holmes Creek is another one. I mean, it's like a snake. You cannot get up enough speed to make that stick steering work, and sometimes it's especially for an old man like me. Joe's a lot younger than I am, but it gets tough. It'll work, but it's almost like you're fighting.
Well, the hydraulic system, this system right here, is easier regardless.
And you've seen this, and we're going to show you how easy it is. We've shot footage before of this, how this thing works. So I'll tell you what, tell them a little bit more about it, Joe. If somebody, after seeing this, if they want to get one.
Well, sure, we've got them in stock. We use a high drive steering system, that part of the steering. So then we got steering wheel from another place. We build some of the parts for it, but the entire package, Rhino's Hydroport steering.
Hydroport steering.
And I'm going to show you basically how to put it on. However, if you order one, the kit comes with detailed instructions.
You get a DVD, you can go back and watch what we're doing right now, and pause it and watch it and pause it, and so that you can see step by step. You don't have to remember anything. So.
Yeah, the instruction with it's going to tell you pretty much exactly how to do it.
And if you don't quite maybe understand it like me, my wife says read the directions.
Read directions, yeah.
So if that don't work for you, you can go back and look at the video. But we're sure it's not that hard, and so we're going to get started. And I tell you what, the best thing we can do, we'll start with the steering mechanism itself, okay, the wheel itself. This is similar to what it looks like when it's actually mounted on the boat, right?
Oh yeah, this is mounted on the boat. This is what it would look like. This is your steering helm right here. When you get your unit, it'll come to you like this, and you've got 2 plastic plugs right there to take out. And then in their place, you've got fittings to screw in there. I would use Loctite on these threads. They don't have to go in tight and try to break them. They'll seal real good, but put them in, and you've got 2 tubes coming in that's hooked on right here. Then the tube comes right up in the middle of that, and you tighten the nut on it.
That's simple.
It's simple, and it will seal. It won't leak. And if you Loctite this in, they won't leak. Now you've got 2 units like this, two holes. In the box, I've got a drawing. This one goes all the way to the back and goes to the furthest fitting over on the left. This one goes all the way to the back and goes to the closest fitting over on the left. But I made a crude drawing and put in the box. When you get the unit, we'll show you exactly where to hook these on the back. Because if these gets crossed, your steering's crossed. But I've got a drawing. I don't believe anybody could misinterpret what it is. But when you get to this point, if you've got a question, just give us a call. I think anybody wouldn't have any problem with it, but we're here. Give us a call.
Okay, now when they get it, they get this mount here and everything.
Absolutely. That mount is part of the deal. Okay. And you would mount it down, screw holes through here. You need a flat surface on the boat to mount this to.
This is on here.
Right. All right, now we've got a steering wheel.
Kind of like a ship's wheel a little bit.
That is.
Yeah.
The reason for that with the little handles right here, if you reach over like a stick, you got a handle sticking up to steer with, just like it was a stick, but it'll be a handle. Now, when you order it, your wheel will come in a box like this. You have to install the knobs on the wheels, all you have to do. And one thing that's not in the instructions, you've got two options on your boat. If you would like to have this burnished aluminum cover on your boat, tell us. Or if you would rather have the one with carpet. We've only got it with gray carpet, but we do cover it with carpet if you want it. Whichever one you want, just tell us when you order the unit. And also it comes with 18 feet, 2 tubes, hoses, 18 feet long. If you want something longer, I can't imagine that on anything but a big pontoon boat or something. But when you order it, if you want longer tubes with it, we've got it stocked. Just let us know when you order it. So after this is mounted, you're completely through, then you come back and mount the cover down, a couple of sheet metal screws on the end to mount that.
Well, that's simple enough.
It is. Now the only thing, if you don't have a place to mount it where your tubes go down under something and you need to go straight back, mount it, you can cut a hole, drill a hole or cut a notch in this for your tubes to go out.
And they'll run right along.
They'll run right along the side of the boat. So you can do that either way.
All right.
And that's basically what it is for that right there. As simple as it can be. Well, now we'll go to back and I'll show you what it looks like after it's mounted. When you get your unit, but just pull this out a little bit and your extension screws on it. Like that. Be sure and use Loctite on these threads and tighten it securely. The instruction will tell you how tight to tighten it. And then it just slides right through.
Right through
And
here,
that's
right?
it. And you turn it right there. You can't see it, but you turn and screw onto these threads right here. And just before you bottom out, you back it up and tighten the jam nut against it, and that's it. Then you hook your hoses. These are not tight. The hose come in here, and the hose will go in right there. Loose that, put your hose in and tighten it up. All of this, the instructions are very explicit as how to do it. Another good thing about this unit, it is so safe. Just like a stick. If a stick is, if a stick stand up, if you move it forward, you go to the right. If you move it back, you go to the left. It's the same way, just consider it being a stick, not a wheel, because when you reach over to drive it, that's all you feel is just the stick standing up.